I made my notes. In 2003, that's when I really said to myself, "Oh, their popping's coming back," because Mitsubishi company, they came out with a commercial for their Mitsubishi Eclipse, and they had the song by Dirty Vega, "Days Gone By," and in that commercial, which you could find it on YouTube, there's a girl. All she was doing was popping inside the car. So I knew right away if it was becoming marketable in the industry, they were gonna be some calls for dancing. And so in 2003, I noticed it coming back, and then in 2004 they had the movie You Got Served, which is a full-on b-boy and popping movie. So I was really monitoring that, and I noticed that there was a trend. There was a lot of the Asian community really took to the style and progressed the style, moved breakdancing to like a whole nother genre.
Yes. Interesting. You noticed it the same year that I began to see it. Maybe there's something to that. I have to look into that further. Now, with this resurgence, of course, the question among many fans and many aficionados, guys like me who grew up with this culture, watching you, went on and became professionals in different fields, professors, doctors, etc. Now we all have disposable income, and we want to spend it. And what we want to see is Breaking 3. We want to see what you guys have been up to. And, of course, I remember watching your video on YouTube when you're talking about Breaking 3 a couple of years ago. What's the status on this project? Where is it now? Is there any chance of it being made? What do you think about that?
Well, right now, David Zito, the writer, he has the script, and he's just trying to get financing. He's trying to get the cash to actually finance the film. And it's been kind of hard. He's been having meetings with two people that want to lowball what he wants to make out of the film. And so there have been offers, but he doesn't want to. He's been waiting actually to find an offer that's suitable. You know, where him and the artist come out good, on it. And, personally, like I said, it's been kind of hard for him to get the financing because, like I said, a lot of people, they're interested in it, but I don't think that he really wants to just have somebody else make the film since he was the original writer of Breaking. He wants to do a Breaking 3. And matter of fact, when the idea came out, David Zito, he had his own script called The Boogaloo Kid, and then Shabba-Doo came out with another script called Breaking the Revolution. Now, Shabba-Doo was kind of sour about the situation because at first when the whole Breaking 3 concept started happening, Shabba-Doo's people contacted me and tried to pressure me into signing an agreement with that film. But then I was pursued by David Zito, who told me don't sign the contract because his script had more of a story, and it was designed more around me as opposed to me just being, another dancer behind Shabba-Doo and playing, the second monkey more or less, So I opted to bail out of Shabba-Doo's script, and it shut his whole production down, meaning his movie, Breaking Revolution, there was no movie without me. It's not that I'm playing my ego up, but without me, he didn't really have a film, and so his project shut down, and he became a little sour about that and put out some rumors, which are on the Internet Movie Database, regarding the Breaking 3 project. There's somebody has said that the project was stagnated because I attempted to steal the script idea or something to that nature, but it was none of the such. It just so happened I was holding out to try to get the best offer, and that's why that became kind of a sour taste in Shabba-Doo's mind. And it's interesting because I mean he had developed an animosity and a jealousy of me when we were doing the Breaking films and after, and it's either he had this idea, it's either my way or the highway, and so I really appreciated David Zito's script because he has me in in another light. You know, he said he wanted to showcase me as an actor to help expound on that facet of my career and bring me, you know, into other roles, you know, and help market me that way. So he still has a script, and he's looking for financing for it. And I'm hoping that I'm hoping if he doesn't get the financing for Breaking 3, somebody else will come up with a concept and put something out there. I mean, because the Breaking 3 concept, it would work whether Shabba-Doo or wants to do it or not. Lucinda Dickey is out there. She can be contacted through the Internet Movie Database, and she was a judge of some dance, a dance show that actually, it was a dance pilot that didn't get picked up, but she's out there. As a matter of fact, they're gonna premiere. I mean, they're gonna show the Breaking 2 film. They're gonna screen the film September 12th at an event in Hollywood, and I'm showing up there, and she just confirmed that she's gonna show up. So I'll be able to probably talk to her about that situation.
Well, good. Did both films? Now, I'm not familiar with Shabba-Doo's script. Did both films feature the same characters? Ozone, Turbo, Kelly. These characters?
No. Actually, I briefly read Shabba-Doo's script, and it didn't really, you know, have me and the characters in a favorable light. It was like a whole nother, it was going into a direction of like, you know, we meet King, you know, has-beens, and we're down on our luck, and, you know, we needed another chance to help another crew. So it was like, and I think some of us were on substance. It had dark, it had kind of like a dark kind of side to it, whereas David Zito's was being true, but it showcased the characters in a positive light. So it's quite a. David Zito set out to make a movie that didn't just rely on the dancing, but he wanted to beef up the story so that people can actually see the life of the way we were living. And it was really interesting. He was interviewing me. I mean, to help him come up with some ideas for the script. About something, a new concept, and I told him, I says, well, nobody's really explored the anatomy of street dance. I mean, the anatomy of popping, you know, the mechanics behind the steps, the science of the dance. He goes, wow. He goes, there it is. He goes, that's what I'm going to explore. He goes, you being the Shaolin master, you know, telling your secrets to a young up-and-coming mentor and a young up-and-coming kid to be the best b-boy or best popper, and to battle people. He goes, that's an idea there. So I really like the way that his script turned out, you know. And I hope that he talks to people that do have the capital to make, because it will make money.
Right, I think so. I think that speaking as a fan here, just giving you my perspective, we need to see all of you back in the film. We need to see Shabba-Doo there. If he's not there, that's a missing piece of the puzzle. We need to see Taco there. We need to see all of you guys back together. And we hope you can get that happening.
You know, putting all the egos aside, we just need to be all together, you know. And I think if there's something bona fide, I mean, I think that could happen, you know.
Well, that's good. Do you think the window of opportunity to make this film is closing?
You know what? I do. I think it should be made. I mean, right now, while popping and breakdancing is still popular, I think that there's a small window, you know, of appreciation and. Like I say, and a high return, you know, because the ticket sales are definitely there.
Right. Right.